Owning a ranch has always been my dream, a peaceful place where I could breathe fresh air, raise horses, and escape the chaos of city life. But what I didn't expect was a full-blown war with the HOA that tried to force me off my own land. The trouble began about a year after I bought my sprawling ranch on the outskirts of a small town. The HOA, a group I initially thought would help maintain community standards, suddenly turned hostile. They started sending letters accusing me of violations. Everything from leaving hay bales uncovered to having too many vehicles on my property. I tried to reason with them, fixing minor issues and complying with reasonable requests. But the letters kept coming, and soon enough, they escalated to threats of fines, legal actions, and eventually an ultimatum. Either sell the property or face eviction proceedings. I was stunned. Eviction? From my own ranch? I double-checked my deed. Everything was in order. The HOA had no legal ground to force me out. That's when I hatched a plan. I knew the HOA owned a sizable tract of land adjacent to my ranch, common areas, community buildings, and some undeveloped parcels. They had paid little attention to this land, and it was ripe for development or resale. I began quietly acquiring the HOA's land, piece by piece, through auctions and private sales. No one suspected a thing. Within 6 months, I owned more than half of the HOA's property, enough to gain significant leverage. I called a special meeting and made a shocking announcement. I was auctioning off the HOA's land to the highest bidders. The members were blindsided. They begged me to reconsider, warning of community chaos if their property was sold to outsiders. I smiled and said, "If you want the land back, you'll have to buy it. At market value, no discounts." The HOA scrambled to raise funds but couldn't match the offers I received. Developers and investors swooped in, attracted by the scenic location and proximity to the ranch. Faced with losing their precious land, the HOA was forced to negotiate, this time on my terms. I agreed to sell back parcels only if they dropped all legal actions against me and formally recognized my full rights to the ranch. It was a stunning turnaround. The eviction threats vanished overnight. The HOA board became more cooperative, and I was able to enjoy my ranch in peace. Now, when I see the community property signs, I smile. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. Buying their land and auctioning it was more than just revenge. It was the smartest move I ever made to protect my home.